students. So now we are again here with the part 2 of chapter 4, that is heat in our science. So myself, Dr. Raki Goel, your science teacher. So I'm here with this next topic. On that day, we had learned about types of thermometer, that were clinical thermometer, lab thermometer, and digital thermometer. So now, after using or when we are using the thermometer, so what precautions when keep in our mind, we should keep in our mind. So let's study about it. Number one, here you can see the picture of clinical thermometer again. थर्मोमीटर शुड बी वॉश्ड बिफोर एंड आफ्टर यूज, दोनों टाइम पहले और बाद में, यूज करने से पहले और यूज करने के बाद. सो यू जस्ट वॉश इट विद एन एंटीसेप्टिक सॉल्यूशन. नंबर टू, द थर्मोमीटर शुड बी रीड कीपिंग द लेवल ऑफ मर्क्यूरी अलोंग द लाइन ऑफ साइट. मीन्स आपको कैसे रखना है, अपनी आंखों के बिल्कुल सामने, और आपकी आंख और थर्मोमीटर बिल्कुल एक लाइन में रहनी चाहिए. सो इट इज कॉल्ड एज लाइन ऑफ साइट. Next, it should be handled with care. That is most important point. The bulb of the thermometer should not be touched while taking a reading. If you are touching the thermometer by the bulb, then mercury will absorb the heat by your hand and it will expand again. So you should not touch the bulb of thermometer while you are taking the reading. Okay, keep in your mind. Now hold the thermometer by its glass body. Okay. So it is made up by glass, so it should be handled with care. Now it should be ensured that before use, the mercury level is below 35 degree Celsius, or you can say thermometer. In the thermometer, there are two scales. Number one is degree Celsius and number two is Fahrenheit. So before the use, mercury level is below 35 degree or it must be 95 degree Fahrenheit. Now, come to the next, digital thermometer. So you can see the picture of digital thermometer. Actually, nowadays digital thermometers are more popular than clinical thermometer. Actually, we can use this thermometer in our home too. Why? As it does not contain mercury, which is a toxic substance. Mercury is a toxic substance. What is mercury? Some students were asking on that day. So mercury is a metal especially present in atmosphere in the liquid form. Generally metals are present in solid form, but mercury is exceptionally present in the liquid form. So nowadays digital thermometers are used to measure body temperature. They work on tiny dry cells and it is a safer device because it does not contain mercury, which is a toxic substance. Now come to the next. What precautions we should keep in our mind when we are using laboratory thermometer? So you can see the picture and we did the experiment how temperature should be measured with the laboratory thermometer. So now after using and before using, what precautions you should take? The following are some precautions to be taken while using a laboratory thermometer. Number one is the same with the clinical thermometer, that is handle the thermometer with care. Next is very similar to clinical thermometer, that is do not hold the thermometer by the bulb while taking a reading. Why do not hold? Why you should not hold the thermometer by the bulb? As if you are touching the bulb while taking a reading, then it will absorb the heat from your hand and it will expand. Now the thermometer should be kept upright, not tilted. ये झुका हुआ नहीं होना चाहिए, बिल्कुल सीधा होना चाहिए. The bulb should not touch the surface of the container. You can see in this picture, वो बिल्कुल बीच में है. So bulb should not touch the surface of the container. Removing the thermometer from a boiling water bath and immediately immersing it in an ice bath may cause the thermometer to break. Actually, यदि आपने किसी boiled water का temperature लिया है, यानी बहुत गर्म में उसको रखा है और अचानक आप इसे ice bath में रख दें, so it will crack. ये टूट जाएगा. Okay, so you should not do this. Now come to the next topic is heat and flow of heat. So earlier we have discussed about this. What is the heat? Heat is form of energy flowing कहाँ से कहाँ जाती है हमेशा from higher body temperature to higher temperature जिस body का है उससे lower temperature body. Okay. Characteristic of heat. Heat always transfer from body of higher temperature to body of lower temperature. और heat flows spontaneously. Spontaneously means अपने आप जाना, आपने कोई force नहीं दिया है उसको. From a hotter body to cooler body. एक गर्म body से कहाँ जाएगी? ठंडी body की तरफ. Spontaneously it will be flowing. That means आपने उसे कोई फोर्स नहीं दिया है. यू आर नॉट एक्सर्टिंग अ फोर्स, यू आर नॉट अप्लाइंग द फोर्स टू फ्लो ऑफ द हीट. सो इफ you can see the picture, then you will see hot body that is in red color and cold body that is in blue color. So heat will flow from left to right. Heat flows, as I said right now, heat flows from a body at a higher temperature to a body at a lower temperature. This is called transfer of heat. But heat is transferred in 3 different ways. बच्चों, heat को transfer करने के हमारे पास we have many methods. So the 3 popular are, number 1 is conduction, second is convection, and the third one is radiation. Okay, you can see the picture. Hot, from hot body to cold body, heat flows due to, what is the phenomena? What is the phenomena by which heat is flowing from hot body to cold body? There are 3 ways. Number 1, conduction. Number 2, convection. Number 3, radiation. Now, come to the next. So, let's take the first one. Let's take the first one, that is conduction. So what is the conduction? How we will define it? Conduction is the process by which heat is transferred in solids. This is the most important point. The conduction is taking place in solids. Okay. Conduction is the process by which heat is transferred in solids from the hotter end to the colder end. That means एक solid body में hot end से cold end की तरफ यदि heat transfer हो रही है, that phenomena is known as conduction. Right. So now let's consider an activity. Okay. In this activity, you can see in this picture, the picture that is at right side, you can see there is a rod. There is a steel rod, iron rod you can take, or aluminum rod you can take. Fix a few wax pieces on at equal distance. Rod पर हमने wax piece को लगा दिया है कुछ equal distance पर. Now clamp the rod to a stand. Now हमने क्या किया है, rod को clamp पर लगा दिया है ताकि उसको हम stable कर सकें. Now heat the other end of the rod. You can see a candle is there at the end of the rod. The wax pieces begin to melt and fall down from the heated end. This shows that heat is transferred from the hotter end to the colder end. इसमें क्या होगा, जैसे ही रॉड गर्म होगी, you can see what right side से जैसे हम हीट दे रहे हैं वो वैक्स पीस गिरना शुरू होंगे. कहां से किस तरफ गिरेंगे? From right to your left. पहले राइट वाला गिरेगा, फिर लेफ्ट, फिर और लेफ्ट, फिर और इस तरह से हीट का ट्रांसफर होता जाएगा. So in the solid body, if it is flowing, if heat is flowing in the solid, then it will be considered as, it will be termed as conduction. Now, what are conductors and what are insulators? The material which allow heat to pass through them easily, that material is called as conductors. That means जो अपने में से heat को होकर जाने देंगे, that are conductors, like iron, aluminium, copper. You can see these are metals basically. Now come to the insulators. That is just opposite to the conductors. That means the material which do not allow heat to pass through them easily, like wood, लकड़ी में से नहीं जाएगी heat, plastic, glass, rubber, air, water, etc. So now just have a look on the pictures. Brass, in the left side you are seeing the metals: brass, aluminium, cast iron, bronze, steel, metal sludge, copper. So these are the examples of conductors. That means they allow heat to pass through them. Now in the right side you can see a plastic bucket, gloves, then wood piece, wooden piece, and last is the glass or a cup made up with a glass. So these are examples of insulation.